taking care of people who are in their 60s and 70s who've lived lives full of anger, and you see what the picture looks like, and
Right.
you go like, hey, I don't want to end up that way. I don't want to have all those problems. So that drove me actually into personal development work, which a lot of busy doctors don't make time for.
Yeah.
But to me, it was important, and so I spent a couple years doing lots of different programs, and eventually I pieced some things together, and also discovered some things on my own that led me to these conclusions that I'm talking about now, that I discovered like 40 years ago. Plus, being able to figure out the specific um, formulas for each of the different emotions. And then once I knew that, then okay, now I can step in. Now I finally have the opportunity to do something about my emotions that I couldn't do when I didn't have that particular model of understanding them that I had gained.
Well, and there are two things in that formula for different emotions. First of all, that formula includes release of chemicals in our body,
Absolutely.
right? And so
Yes.
those impact us. But also there are those formulas for the good emotions. There are those
Yes.
formulas for joy and pleasure and celebration and congratulation and
They, and they all
accomplishment,
work.
all of those kind of things.
Yeah, whether it's a positive emotion, what we call positive emotion, or a negative emotion, they all work the same. Your brain is generating them by how you look at things. This is the classic situation where you meet somebody and you fall in love and you're totally infatuated and everything looks rosy, and you don't and they have no faults, they have no character flaws. Your brain is creating this scenario for you
Right.
of what's real and what's true, and then you're all excited and you love spending time with this person and you think they're the answer, that they're the one. And then time goes by and all of a sudden reality starts to assert itself, and you start to see, oh, hey, there were some flaws there. I, did, I didn't pick up on them initially, or maybe I did and I just dismissed it, because it didn't fit the picture. But the thing is, your brain gives you a rosy, an ultra rosy picture, a little more so than was called for, perhaps. And you eventually find out, that reality is a little bit different than what your brain told you. And it's the same for lots of different positive and negative emotions. Your brain
Yeah.
is always spinning certain scenarios that it's getting you to buy into. And a lot of times they turn out not to be completely true.
One thing I love about your approach is that you say elimination, not management.
Yes.
And it's a strong claim, and also it can be tough for people to wrap their head around. Like, wait, I'm never going to be angry again, right?
Well,
Elimination
yeah.
is
It doesn't eliminate anger as a human experience. Like, you'll never
right.
ever get triggered. You'll never ever have anger. What it means is you'll have the ability. You'll be triggered less. Okay, as you go
Uh-huh.
through this process, so things won't bother you as much as they did before. But when you do get triggered, or if you do get triggered, very quickly how to intercede and say, okay, I want to turn this anger off. I don't want this anger now. I can get rid of it. Boom, it's gone. All right, and it's not through some manipulation or deep breathing or anger management thing. It's by, okay, I know where my anger is coming from. I know what my brain is doing to me. I know how to defend myself against what my brain is doing to me, and now I can make the anger go away by just recognizing what's true versus what my brain is telling me. So it's really doing a very quick truth process on the stories your brain is telling you. That takes a little experience, a little practice to get good at. But once you do get good at it, these patterns repeat. So you
Right.
can catch them when you see them a couple times. You can catch them a lot quicker, and you recognize what's going on.